Well, good Wednesday morning to you from the East Coast of the United States. It is May 25th, 2022. Oh, just listening to birds outside there. Sounds like geese, maybe. Anyway, so this morning we're going to try something new. It is Nespresso World Explorations Istanbul Espresso. So this, I'm going to take you over here and show you. This is from Arabica coffees from Ethiopia and Indian Robustas. So, okay, here's a map of Africa, okay? There's Ethiopia, alrighty? Let me get closer here so maybe you'll see some places that look familiar. And India's way over here. Okay, so there's Ethiopia up there. Okay, so it's near the Red Sea. Okay, now let's go to one more map. Okay, so Ethiopia is down in here. Here's a political map of Africa. Oh, try to get that glare out of there. Okay. So it's near Kenya, North and South Sudan, Somalia. Okay. So that's where part of this coffee is from, and it's the World Explorations series from Nespresso. This particular one is for the original line. So I'm going to run it on my Pixie, which I'll get heating up here. And let's open it up. This is supposed to have fruity and almond notes. Oh, pretty capsule. And I had some people who follow me get in touch and say they had tried it and they felt like it was unusual and they really liked it. So I'm excited to try this. First, I'm going to brew it just as an espresso. You know, it's funny. Let me just tell you this. I always look on the Nespresso website to read about these coffees. And sometimes I end up with a Nespresso.com from another country. The reason I figure it out is when I look at the prices, it's in currency that I don't recognize and usually have never heard of. Yesterday when we were doing Rio de Janeiro, I happened to look up Nespresso, Rio de Janeiro, Espresso, and it showed me, this was just interestingly, that in the city of Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, there are 3 Nespresso boutiques. And this, of course, Istanbul is Turkey. This is based on the traditional Turkish coffee, and there are Nespresso boutiques there too. So that's just very interesting that some of these places that are famous for their coffee have Nespresso boutiques. So, alrighty, let's go ahead and brew this. Again, this is World Explorations Istanbul. I wanted to play a song for you this morning. It's an old song about Istanbul and Constantinople, and some of you older folks may be familiar with it, but my internet is out this morning. So, in fact, I hope this is coming through to you. So here we go, righty. Interesting. try the crema. As usual. No words for it. You know, we've been talking about the sensory lexicon for coffee, and about how there is a common language to describe the notes in coffee, the texture, you know, the aromas, the tastes, the acidity, the bitterness, all these kinds of things. And but for me tasting the crema, there's no words. Okay, so ooh, do you know what? This reminds me of some of the Espressione Italiana coffees, but tangier. It's got a tang to it. Now, can I detect fruity or almond notes? I just don't know. Oh my goodness. Do I like it? I think I might. It's a very intense coffee. Let's see, what does it say? This is an intensity of 8. It's recommended to be made as a ristretto or an espresso. I always make it as espresso. Let's see what it says here. Thick and velvety. Accompany it with a glass of water and a piece of Turkish delight. Oh, as if. I wish I had a piece of Turkish delight. You know what? I saw some recipes for this, but it turns out they were from, I don't know, it looked like some sort of a Serbo-Croatian type language or something, some Cyrillic type, I don't know. I couldn't read it. In other words, it wasn't a language that I understood. But I did see that they had milk in them. So, you know, I saw these pretty pictures and I scrolled down to the recipe, totally like so unfamiliar. Okay, now I'll add a little milk. I may need to put it in the microwave. And the thing is that when you reheat coffee, you may be losing some of those volatile oils that give coffee the lovely aroma and affect your taste. I can tell this is, oh, let me try. You know what? I'm going to take my chances in losing some of the flavor. This has a lot of flavor. I'm just going to warm it up for 10 seconds in the microwave, just to take some of that chill from the milk off. It's just so exciting trying all these new coffees. Actually, years and years and years ago, I was in Israel, and we met with some people who were from some sort of Arab background, actually, and they made basically what was like Turkish coffee in the little pot where they pour it over the little cup and everything. And I remember at that time thinking, whoa, you know, this is really strong stuff. This is reminiscent of it. You know, I like intense coffees, and this is pretty good. I would say, all right, it has to me a little bit of a mouth drying effect, just a little bit, but it's not unpleasant. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? You know, I do like milky coffee. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna heat it up in the microwave again so that I'm drinking something warm rather than something, even less than lukewarm. Let's see, would do 18 seconds. And because this coffee, due to the intensity, the strength of its flavor, or its taste, because it's not a flavored coffee, the way it tastes, it comes by naturally, by what's in the beans and, you know, where it was grown, how it was processed, how it was roasted, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So there's no flavoring added. Everything you taste in this is in the coffee naturally. Oh, now I like that. This does have a little bit of a bitterness to it. So the milk really cuts that. I think if you're accustomed to coffees, maybe like, you know, Cuban or Turkish, things like that, you might enjoy this even black or just with a little milk. But if you don't care for that little bit of bitterness that can be in those types of coffees I mentioned, you might like it a little on the milkier side. So I hope that you enjoy your day, and of course, make good choices so you can do your best effort at least to make it a good day. Talk to you later.